It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, next on Madden NFL 25.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger in Jameis Winston, Mike, and every time Winston lets it loose, you're not always sure which team is going to end up with it, but I'll tell you, I love watching him. He's exciting. He's got great energy. His teammates love him. If he can just eliminate a little of the bad, there is so much good football when Jameis Winston's playing quarterback.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also...
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go with Chubb, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Russ. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down. Again, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he will score. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and Next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Pierre Strong on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. This is brought in downfield by Judy. It is a big play for the Browns. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Jameis. Left side, he's got Njoku. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here first.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown Browns.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston, Corliss Waitman on to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Crazy. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. Looking deep here for Tillman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
That's Washington, the man in motion. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On first down, it's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll run. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. He is going to have a Browns first down At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They come up for 2nd and 2. They bring Judy in motion. Chubb. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Here's Chubb. Not much happening there, just a short gain. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Chubb. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking deep here for Tillman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Winston. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On second down, Winston. This one caught by Akins. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course, they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Russ. That's caught right side. It's fire move.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Wilson on first down. Here's a screen set up for Warren. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Again, Wilson. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Harris. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Chris Boswell in a big spot. This to extend the overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's gotta have. The kick is good. Under pressure, he delivers. And we continue on. Now it's next score wins here in overtime.
And you talk about clutch right there, Mike. I mean, if he misses that kick, this game's over. But he does it. He delivers, and we continue on.
All level at 10. As this one's kicked off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Taking off. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A second down throw for Jameis. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On first down, it's Winston. Looking deep here for Tillman. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
David Njoku with a nice catch, and I don't know if he gets enough credit, Mike, for just how good he has been for the Cleveland Browns. Made his first Pro Bowl last year. It just seems that every year, regardless of the situation at quarterback, Njoku just gets better and better and better.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cleveland.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points.
And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials, so we will get another look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.